tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott off play action. That is caught. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed, as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Down inside the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott on the move to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On play action, Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Jake Ferguson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Well, the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Thompson out of the shotgun here. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Third and long. Thompson. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll try it now with Mostert, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Off the play fake, Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Play fake. Here's Prescott escaping the pressure right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The drive starts with a run from H.2H. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
First and 10, here's Thompson. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.2H. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They set up the screen. H.2H has it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
There you go, partner. That's some old school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser fullback and let him get the job done.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's Thompson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Thompson. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. Play action now. Prescott steps away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Second and 10. To throw is Prescott. Into the hands of Hendershot. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Prescott now. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
And his kick is indeed good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
A final shot before break. Thompson, he's going to throw one up for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, as time expires in the first half. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Thompson will look to the air on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now H.A. on first and 10. Down to the 42, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up second and 7. Thompson going to throw it. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Thompson on first and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now a second and 2. Back to the ground, H.A. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run. H.2H. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd down, a run by H.2H. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Oso Diggy with the effort there to earn the sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. And they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
1st down, Thompson. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. A run straight ahead with H.2H. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now Thompson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Malik Jefferson. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott forced out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Going to run again here with Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Out to his left. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Throwing here, Prescott. Rolling to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Now Thompson. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Here's Thompson. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
First down. Here's Thompson going up top. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, the field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
2nd down and 6 now. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Well, Prescott here to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, he tried to throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. likelihood this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Thompson. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he is going to lose yardage here. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From South Florida, good night, everybody.